Welcome back to another episode of Kadet Sports TV. I'm Luke McClellan.
And I'm Liza Clark, and we have a great show lined up for you today.
That's right. We have coverage of boys soccer as they look to hold on to the number 1 seed, boys football senior nights highlights against a tough Durango team, and girls volleyball takes on the number 1 seeded Lewis Palmer Rangers.
We also look at flag football's dominating performance in their league tournament and the fan favorite athlete of the week.
Sounds action-packed. Let's jump right into it with some football highlights. Our Kadets have a tough last quarter of the season. They kicked off the last 4 games of the year with a showdown at home against the Liberty Lancers. Now on to football, our Kadets took on Liberty, looking to rebound after a tough loss to Palmer Ridge. Cade Ballard passed it to Jackson Smatica, who picks up 6 yards. Liberty's Justin Howard airs it out to Joshua Thomas, who gets tackled by Jackson Smatica, this time on the defensive side of the ball. He's already racked up 38 tackles this season. Killian Asher, normally known as a defensive player with 19 solo tackles, now getting touches on the offensive side of the ball. It took a herd of Lancers to take him down on the 20-yard line. Air Academy's young Nico Tellini has a crucial tackle against Liberty senior Tristan Doche. This is Nico's sophomore years and his first year on varsity, and he's already making his mark. Despite Ben Fernagel getting the ball knocked out of his hands by Cody Rudolph, he's having a great senior year. He's already racked up 1,000 yards, and this is his first year playing football. Liberty's quarterback Luke Westerman gets crushed by 3 Kadets, pushing back 7 yards. The Kadets rack up another W in this game and hand Liberty the goose egg, 14-0. A week later, Air County would take on a highly ranked Durango team at home. Durango's rushing game was working except for this play, where a pile of Kadets stopped Julius Arredondo in his tracks for a loss, taking away from his 38 yards on the day. It was a very cold game as the cheerleaders were even bundled up against the cold. Jackson Smatica got stifled on display by Wyatt Bartell, who had 10 total tackles in this game alone. Even though it was cold, the student section still showed up to support their Kadets. The story of the game was you can't win after 7 fumbles recovered by the other team. Air Academy had a great starting position on the 5-yard line after a 95-yard kickoff return, but couldn't convert, and Nathan Beal of Durango picks up the fumble and runs it back all the way for a touchdown. Durango won big against the Kadets, 58-0.
There's 2 more games left for our boys at Vista Ridge this week, and we'll end the regular season scheduled with a game against Rampart at the D20 Stadium.
Hopes for a playoff berth aren't out of the question. Tune into our next show in 2 weeks and we should have a better picture.
Speaking of playoffs, the girls' flag football regular season came to a close this week, and the Lady Kadets hosted the league tournament to determine the first ever flag football league champ. Air Academy Kadets faced off in the first game against Colorado Christian. The Lions are heading into the game with a 3-8 record, while the girls hold an even 5-5. The CSCS defense is looking strong. Raven Wilkins not able to catch that pass from Tadra Kirshner. Answering right back with some strong defense of their own, the Kadets' Leanne Leonenberger chases down the play, not letting CSCS get far down the field. Lola Nealon has played a big part of the Air Academy defense and a magnet for interceptions. She nabs that pass and secures a win for the Kadets. Final score 2-0. No rest for the Kadets, and they played a second game that night against the Ellicott Thunderhawks. Ellicott's offense sent the tempo early. The running game is quick on their feet, and Alexis Baca picks up a first down. Kadet's defense trying to adjust, but Ellicott shows off a balanced offense. With this 5-yard pass from Michaela Stewart to Lacey Lujan, Sammy Hotmeyer chases down Lujan. Sammy's leading the team in pulls this season. Raven Wilkins has been a deep threat to all defenses this year, and she gained some yardage with a second down in the second quarter, still 0-0. The wind picks up, making passes even harder for the QBs to throw accurate passes. Kadet's keeping things on the ground with McKenna Ingramson trying to get in between the defenders to get that first down. Stewart back in action for the Thunderhawks. She's a jack of all trades for Ellicott. Quarterback, running back, wide receiver, and defensive player. I wonder if she loads the buses too.
Hey.
Overtime came fast and both teams would have a chance to score. Ellicott struck first, but couldn't pull off the 2-point conversion. Her academy had a chance to answer, and answer they did. Ingramson found the end zone. Wilkins hauled a pass on the 2-point conversion for the Kadets win.
After the dust settled from the league tourney, the Lady Kadets found themselves seated 8th in the state.
That's right. They'll head up to Golden on Saturday for a first-round matchup against Denver East, and if they win that one, we'll face off against our local rivals, the TCA Titans.
We've already lost to them twice this season. It'd be great if we could pick up a win against them in the playoffs. Let's check in on our Lady Kadet volleyball team. They've had a tough schedule in the back quarter of this season, and the league is filled with some cutthroat teams.
Kadet volleyball team bring the Rangers into town for a D20 matchup. May Magoon and Ellie Sieber create a defensive wall, get a good jump to block that spike. This student section feeling the love tonight. Giselle Rodriguez starts the Kadets off with a good serve. They volley for a while. Izzy Morales gets the dive for a ball, and May Magoon taps it in for a point. Ellie Sieber dishes this one up for LP's Maddie Sanderson. Tees up for Maddie Crow on the big slam. LP gets the point. Izzy Morales on a serve, and LP's Brooke Jernerman gets this set for a spike, and the Rangers gallop away with the 0-3 win. The Kadet Track Invitational was a big success for Air Academy. This year, there were a total of 43 teams, making it 12 more teams than last year's event, which is amazing to see. Our girls track team won the Invitational, coming in first with Tessa Walter, leading them to victory. She was a top finisher for the girls at this event. Our boys, on the other hand, didn't win, but still placed third with a freshman, Quinn Walter, being our top placer for Air Academy. On top of the podium for the boys of all teams was Cheyenne Mountain's Brogan Collins. Air Academy's track coach, Mr. Schwartz, thinks we are looking great for regionals, with both the boys and girls team not taking any competition lightly. The Athlete of the Week segment is a chance for us to lift up a cadet that is setting the standard for his or her sport and leading their team. Lily Shaver is here with more. What's up, Lily?
Thanks, Liza. This week's Athlete of the Week just finished the postseason and showed out at the Golf State Championships in Grand Junction. Sam Brennan finished 12th in the state and helped the team get to a 5th place finish. Sam Brennan is a senior at Air Academy and captain for the boys varsity golf team. His career stats as a cadet are pretty impressive. He started out his high school career with a bang when he got that hole-in-one on the first hole of the day as a freshman at the Kadet Invitational. Sam has qualified for state 3 out of the 4 years at Air Academy. In the last 2 years, he was first team All-League. This year, Sam nabbed a spot on the second team All-State. Looking at his overall scores, Sam consistently hits a 60. When only 1 to 3% of golfers in the world break 70, this is an impressive feat. A lot of time and dedication has been spent to reach this level of prep golf, and Sam feels like it's unveiled other life lessons in the process.
Biggest takeaway, if you want to be the best, you have to put in the work. You're not going to become a good golfer, or you're not going to become best at your sport if you're not willing to put in the hours after school. Maybe put aside some homework for a couple hours, but it's all worth it.
Sam is a multi-sport athlete playing both golf and basketball, but the two sports couldn't be more different. Sam loves the individual struggle that golf brings, and his family couldn't be more supportive.
So I'd say it's my dad, because he always believes in me and knows that I can be better than what I am the previous day. And I would say it's not even just my dad, but it's my whole family. Like, my brother really pushes me too, because he shows me like how far I've come, and like he always reminds me that like even if you have a bad day, like tomorrow you can always be great. I've been playing golf for so long because I love competition. I love that it's not me versus someone else, it's me versus the course, and everyone's playing the same thing, so it's really whoever's better comes out on top.
Sam channeled all that passion into an incredible finish at the Shasta Golf Championships in Grand Junction. He shot a 60 with a scoring average of 74.15%. This led to a 12th place finish and a team finish of 5th place, the best Kadet State finish in 20 years. This was a great way to put a bow on his prep career with a teammate he has spent a lot of time with.
It kind of started with me and Cody, because me and Cody have been playing against each other since we were 4 years old. And so when you're playing against each other, you're kind of frenemies, but once you get on the team, like once we started playing every day that summer, 8th grade year, like we pretty much became inseparable. We were always practicing because we knew we push each other every day. And I think that's kind of one of the reasons we are where we are.
Congrats, Sam. If you see Sam in the hallways, and let's face it, he's a tall guy and hard to miss, give him a high five or a fist bump. And if you want to nominate someone for the Athlete of the Week, just go to your Class Of page and drop a vote. Luke and Liza, back to you.
We'll see you in 2 weeks for an exciting new episode full of fall postseason action. Speaking of the end of fall and the beginning of winter, the winter sports tryout season is upon us. If you are interested in girls basketball, Coach Royko is holding some open gyms this Sunday and next Wednesday.
Early word out on the street is that this girls team is going to be lights out good. If you want to be a part of this season, swing by and talk to Coach. Also, make sure you smash that subscribe button and check us out at Kadet Athletic Instagram page.
And like always,
Skodets!
Yeah!